The Paranoia of Character Assassination. The character assassination, close cousin of the smear campaign, built on a foundation of lies also, hurtful and effective. The smear campaign is outward-facing, namely, it is aimed at third parties in order to affect their way of thinking about you. A character assassination is directed to and at you. There are 3 ways of assassinating your character. The first is to say things to you which are unpleasant, demeaning, and hateful, which accordingly dent and wound your sense of well-being. The second is to do things to you which are denigrating, disrespectful, and nasty, which cause your sense of self-worth to be eroded, for instance, failing to make you something to eat, so as to treat you as non-existent, or to make you engage in some sexual practice you find distasteful, thus causing you to cheapen yourself. Those 2 methods are obvious and directed. The third method is a particularly insidious and troubling way of affecting your character. We tell you that other people think badly of you, do not like you, and are saying things about you. They are not, of course. We avoid or reduce any risk of you finding this out by saying to you, "There's no point asking them, of course. They are bound to deny it, but trust me, I have heard them. They didn't think I could hear." Furthermore, whilst increasing your paranoia and making you feel bad, we also seize the opportunity to heighten our own virtue with you by stating, "Of course, I don't think that of you, but I thought it was only right to let you know what is being said about you." Naturally, we do think this of you because this falsehood is being generated by us. Accordingly, we are able to avoid any blame ourselves, a key aim of ours, whilst landing several blows against you caused by fictitious remarks from other people and drawing fuel from your confused and upset reaction. There are 5 methods by which we create a perceived pressure generated by other people against you as part of this character assassination by proxy. 1. Everybody says. Everybody is talking about you. They are all saying it. That must be terrible to be the talk of the neighbourhood, the subject of village gossip, and the focus of wagging tongues. Just think, when you are walking to the corner shop, those 2 neighbours stood on the lawn will smile and wave a cheery hello to you, but as soon as you are past, they will be talking about you. Yes, everybody says it about you. They will be talking on the telephone about you, gossiping in living rooms, and exchanging views in that corner shop, so they fall silent as you arrive, and resume their conversation once you have left. Oh, I know that they will appear pleasant and engaging as ever, but believe me, this is how 2-faced they are about you. I have picked up on this. I have overheard the comments, and some have even been mentioned to me. No, I won't say by who, there is no need. Of course, I defended you against what they said. It wasn't pleasant at all, but them being thought of as the local bike, the slut, the whore, and harridan isn't nice, is it? But that is what everyone is saying about you. Number 2, they all think. It is a collective perception of you that has gained traction out there, a body of opinion that is being expressed and shared by many people. They think it at your gym, they think it at choir practice, they think it at the school and the supermarket and the garage. How do I know? Well, let's just say that fortunately for you, I have people who keep an eye out and listen in for your benefit. No, there's no need to thank me. I do it to look after you. Naturally, but my small network of guardians, if you will, report things back to me from time to time, and they have been telling me that all of them out there think you have a problem with your temper. Yes, you have a reputation for being a bit of a volcano. One wrong comment and boom, off you go. To be honest, I had my suspicions about them thinking this of you, even before my network of guardians told me. It's the way they look at you. You probably haven't picked up on it, but there is an apprehension in their eyes, a nervousness in their speech, and I saw it as it told me what they were really thinking, that they were afraid you were going to explode and lash out at them. I, of course, have seen it many times myself, and I know what they are all thinking about you. 3. You do know what opinion they have of you, don't you? It is not a high opinion, I'm afraid. I don't know where it comes from, to be honest. I mean, after all, it's not as if they are really in a position to judge, is it? But I guess some people forget about that when they are jealous. Yes. That is what is behind their nasty opinions. They take the view that you're a gold digger, a mercenary, who is after only one thing: my money. It is inevitable that they will form this view, of course. I am successful, earning well, and we have this beautiful house, 2 cars, frequent holidays, and no concerns about our bills. I suppose they must look on enviously at the fact that you don't work, and you spend a lot of time shopping. Every time you pull up on the drive and exit the car with those bags from the boutiques, it's no doubt upsetting them. You cannot help the fact you were lucky enough to get with me. I guess it really sticks in their craw, the fact that you came from how might I put this, a less well-off background, and now here you are living a gilded lifestyle. I suppose they have this opinion of you, because they think that you should not belong here. It is just jealousy, and I have seen it before with people like this, so I know what to look out for. You may just want to keep that in mind when you next deal with them, if you decide to do so at all anymore. Number 4. They won't be impressed with that. I mean, I put up with it because, well, we are together, aren't we? And that is the nature of the relationship, isn't it? But I know from the way our families think and our friends that they will be not impressed with your behaviour. You didn't think there was anything wrong with it. Well, no, but I suppose they will say that you're bound to say that, aren't you? They expect high standards, I suppose. You have made a rod for your own back in that regard, but doing something like that will not have impressed all these people. Oh, I am sure they will soon get over it, but I thought it only fair to tell you how they will view your behaviour. I can see it troubles you, and that's right, because you are reflective in that regard. But perhaps you need to think first before you do such things in the future. In fact, it would probably be for the best if you don't go to those events anymore. Indeed, I would suggest you keep a low profile for a while in respect of people as a whole, and you would be better served by staying at home and keeping out of their line of sight. That way, they might just forget about your unimpressive behaviour and you can move on. Don't worry, you've always got me, of course. Number 5. It's not just me that thinks. I am only telling you this for your own good, because I care about you, but you do need to do something about your drinking. Look, I am reasonably relaxed about it. I know how hard you work and you like to unwind with a few glasses of wine. I get it. But I'm just worried about your health. You are often grumpy the next morning as well. Short-tempered, and you've been snapping at people, short with them. I know you don't think you are, but trust me, it's not just me that thinks it's causing a problem for you. A few people have remarked to me about it as well. Nothing major, but we don't want it to get out of hand, do we? That's how you get a reputation after all, and you don't want that, do you? It is beyond just a concern, though. I think it is well, but as I say, I am looking at it more from a health point of view. I know others are concerned about how you are behaving with other people, including a couple of your colleagues. So you need to think on, because you know what can happen when people start to think about things like that about you. It somehow becomes hard fact, and that becomes very difficult to change. The character assassination by proxy also serves a further purpose. It causes you to cling tighter to us. It is a horrible and uncertain world out there. People you thought liked you are showing that they do not. We are your only friend, so you had better do what we want in order to keep us.